Today's video is all going to be about initiating your downswing with your lead side, but not pulling the arms. It's a really key part to start your downswing correctly. Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Branston Golf and Country Club. Today's video, as I mentioned there in the intro, is all about starting your downswing correctly. And we're going to be talking about starting with our lead side. So our lead side is our side that's closest to the target. So for me as a right-handed golfer, that is my left side. And we really want to be starting and initiating our downswing with our lead side, but without pulling our arms that we see so many golfers do. The problem with pulling our arms at the start of the downswing is we tend to see your average golfer, when they're pulling, getting that club working too much from out to in across the golf ball. There could be the odd golfer who tries to pull and they actually pull downwards and get their arms trapped behind them, tend to early extend. Early extend being when they're losing posture, and they'll do the opposite to the out to in golfer. They'll get the club trapped behind them and they'll tend to hit pushes and hooks from there. So both players are going to struggle returning that club to the ball in the most consistent manner that we really want to. So we want to start our downswing with our lead side. We definitely want to be starting from ground up. That's no secret. Now, a number of golfers may get the feeling, and I've done videos before talking about starting our downswing, feeling our lead knee move back over our toe, and I would stand by that. I think that's a really great area. But some golfers are going to struggle with that feeling of starting with their lower body. I've had success with some players, everybody's different. I've had success with some golfers where the feel for them is not that they're starting with their lower body, but almost that they're leaving their upper body behind. And this video is on that sort of idea here. As I said, you've got to find what works for you. What works for you might not be the same for someone else. So there can be 5, 6 different ways to initiate this or think of this initiation in the start of the downswing. You've got to go through some time on the driving range practice area to find out what is the key for you, what works for you, if this is a fault of yours, of course. And I'm going to jump straight into the drill. What I want you to do is wind up to the top of the golf swing, and I want you to take your trail hand off, so your hand that's furthest away from the target. So if I get a little bit more down line here from these cameras, I'm going to get to the top. I'm going to take my trail hand off the golf club and I'm going to put it onto my lead side. Okay, so I'm going to feel like it's just underneath my armpit, almost on my chest here, or the side of my chest. And I'm going to try and feel like it's these muscles, my whole left side is starting to initiate the downswing movement without my arms pulling. What we see with so many golfers is it's a pull with the hands and the arms at the top of the downswing. We really want to feel like we can initiate with our left side, our lead side, so it's our left side for me as a right-handed player starting the downswing, but it's not the arms. And you can see all the effect that has. It actually means that I can start down and unwind my lower body while allowing my arms to drop and the club to shallow a little bit. What we see with most elite players is the club is working this way in the downswing, shallowing in the initiation there, in that start of the downswing movement. What we see with your average golfer is the opposite. They tend to steepen. But each to their own, and this, as I said, is a great downswing movement. If we can get to the top, take our trail hand, put it across my body, and just try and feel like my lead side unwinds, leaving my arm behind. Now, a simple way for us to perhaps take that to the golf course as a swing thought, without being too technical, would just be trying to feel like we're leaving our arms up. So we're almost just trying to get that sensation in a practice swing that we leave our arms up as we start our downswing. And it's a little movement. You'll just feel the movement. You won't really see it so much on the camera here, but it's a feeling that I'm starting to already unwind while my arms are being left up at the top of the backswing. And that will really help me transition better to allow me to shallow the club. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that feeling. So the first exercise was trail hand across your chest under your lead armpit, and you're just trying to get to the top of the golf swing and feel like you can start with your body movement, allowing the arms to be left behind. so it's not a pulling movement. And then to put that into a golf swing, something with a little bit of a flow, again, it's just trying to get that feeling of the arms being left behind at the start of the downswing rather than a pulling movement. I wouldn't really want that pulling movement at the start of the downswing. Let me see if I can give this a go. So the feeling for me here is just going to be that I leave my upper body lagging a little bit behind. Happy with that contact, happy with that strike and that ball flight, exactly what I wanted to see there. Let me give that one more go. So again, I'm just going to get a couple of those feelings of the arms being left behind as I start to unwind my lower body. Well, whole side of my left side, actually, my lead side here, closest to the target. So I'm not going to focus too much on what is the movement there. I'm just feeling that my lead side starts to unwind, and that's applying pressure towards my lead foot automatically. And the sensation I'm getting is that my arms are being left behind. So rather than focusing on my lower body, I'm just focusing on leaving my arms behind. One more move, and this is relevant with any golf club. I'm hitting a mid-iron here, but relevant with anything. So exactly the flight I want. I wimped out a little bit on both of those. Anyone who knows this hole, so this is just our academy course here, there's trouble all down the left side, so I was aiming a little right at that pin and I actually hit them both bullets straight, so just on the right side of the green there. But really got the feeling I want. My divot tells me my path was pretty neutral from what we can tell from a divot, nice and shallow, but the sensation was what I wanted. It was trying to initiate my downswing with my lead side, not pulling my arms. And I think if you give those drills a go, start with that trail hand across your chest and try and get that feeling of the left side for a right-handed player, your lead side initiating. It's a real key part for you. And how you could perhaps take that to the course is the feeling of your arms being left behind, not pulling at the start of the downswing. Some people find if they're a little bit smoother in that transition, it can really help them. If that video has helped you, make sure you hit the thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel to never miss any more content. Cheers guys, we'll see you soon.